Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 56 and I hope you enjoy. So this week we are continuing with the fierce battles against the Elite Four. Dot manages to beat Poppy and Roy got taken down by Hassel. But now it's Liko's turn as she's facing off against Rika alongside gym leader Katie. A pretty cool setup here as we have Clodsire and Dugtrio versus Liko's Florigato and Katie's Lokix. And I could appreciate seeing Lokix here since it's not on the original team for Katie. She usually has a Nimble, but since she's battling an Elite Four member, it was nice to see her go all out. The battle was pretty unique compared to the other two, with Liko really struggling to get her head into it. She was a bit stiff and Rika was trying to let her relax and focus on what's in front of her. Focus on the feel of the battle and getting your heart into it, which I really love the idea of. The battle really wasn't going anywhere for a while because Liko's head wasn't there. We saw some nice combos with Sludge Wave and Dugtrio using Dig to get underground, just to make Rika completely dominate the battlefield. It really wasn't until the second half when the battle really got going. But there was some other stuff going on here as well. We had the 8th gym leader Grusher watching this battle, and I think they're potentially setting up a battle between him and Liko, which I really look forward to. But we also have this friendship we all wanted to see blossom here as Dot meets up with Penny in the library as Terapagos keeps running off, and they bond straight away, being really similar sort of characters, very closed off, very shy. Penny lets Dot in on some of the work that she does for the Pokemon League. Interestingly, we've had the Pokemon League mentioned a few times now in recent episodes, but Penny tells Dot that she is suspicious of the teacher that works there that we all know is Agate from the Explorers. But the characters haven't quite sussed that one yet, which makes sense as they've seen the least of her, and her disguise is a lot better than Sandwich and Onigiri. Back to the battle, and Katie fully takes charge here with her Lokix. We see just how quick this thing can move, with attack after attack, going all out with lunges and bounces right before the poison status takes her out. She went down like a boss, and this was some really fluid animation. I feel like Horizons is finally coming into its own with these battles, making their own unique battle style which feels different to the Ash Ketchum era, but also is just really cinematic and great to look at. These Elite Four battles especially have shown us what they exactly are capable of, and then with Katie going down, this pushes Liko to give it her all. It gives her that needed passion where something seems to finally click. She sees Rika and the Elite Four members giving her all, she sees Katie giving her all, so she kind of realises that her heart hasn't been in this, and in order to really become one with Florigato, she needs to get fired up even more. And even Roy notices the change in Liko, and it was some great development. And we even saw Florigato learn a new move being acrobatics. They go all out with one last terrestrial attack, and Liko's Florigato is taken down by Earth Power, and again it looked really well animated as we see Florigato taken down by this giant explosion. So Liko loses and she starts crying. The way I saw this was like an overwhelming emotion for Liko. She's just really put all of her heart into something and gone all out for the first time. So the fact it was over, the fact that she lost, she probably just had a build up of emotion and had to let all of that out with her tears. It was honestly a really good moment for her. This episode ends with Liko and her friends saying how awesome they all were, and then we get a small interaction with Grusher and Liko, and Grusher is basically saying that if that's all it takes to get you fired up, then you must be soft, which is probably setting up a battle in the future with them and some sort of conflict which I'm really interested in. But we also have this other storyline going on with Penny and Dot, and this book that Agate was reading, the book has Coridon on the front and also has this giant image that Terapagos is interested in, which kind of looks like the stellar form of Terapagos from the DLC, so that's setting up some more interesting plot lines. But overall, what another banger of an episode for Horizons. The first half of the battle wasn't as good, but we also had this secondary plot line with Dot and Penny which I loved, and then we cut back to the second half of the battle and it was really great, well animated, Liko overcoming this block in her mind when it comes to battling and finally being able to go all out. And of course, plenty of setup for future events. It was just all round a really solid episode, story, battle action and great character moments. So I can't really ask for much more. I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts, what is your rating out of 10, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.